Hey, good morning, guys. This is John Phillips. It's November 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving, and I'm really just trying to wind down. And I've got to go put a garbage disposal in for somebody today. I'm hoping that's the only thing I have to do. It's 2 miles from my house. I'm going to go throw that in, and then I'm going to come home and do a few things, but probably around 1 I'm going to head out to go to Moffett for an appointment, which is great. I'm looking forward to that. It's just a reminder of what I have to be thankful for, and the fact that I'm here. But I've been taking a little bit of incoming fire on the fact that I use 2 traps on a kitchen sink. I've gotten a lot of comments, some pretty nasty, calling me an amateur. I need to get a code book on that. When it comes to code books, I actually started plumbing back in 1988, and I have every single code book, every edition from 1988 to today, sitting right in front of me at my desk. I not only have the code books, I have the handbooks, which go into detail, but what they meant by that provision in the code. So I'm well steeped in the code. I understand what it's about. I understand plumbing, how it works. I don't need directions, on how to put a system in that works. That's, keeps poisonous gases from getting into your house. But when it comes to an end outlet waste and why I use 2 P-traps. Now, the discharge on a garbage disposal is 1.5" tubular, correct? So when you have it's just like a standing rule or general principle with plumbing is you don't put a larger pipe into a smaller pipe on the drainage side. So you got an 1.5" discharge on a disposal, and I just want to show you the inside of a I don't know if you can see that from there, but you can see this way there's a baffle in this T. A baffle in the T for an end outlet waste. That baffle restricts that flow from an 1.5" discharge from the garbage disposal into a 3/4 inch pipe. Look at how small that is. That's wrong. And if you don't have that baffle, if you're going to say, well, I don't use the ones with the baffle, well, then you're going to get discharge from the disposal up into the basket next to it, the bowl next to it. So that's why I do it. This is a stoppage point. If somebody, abuses, which they do, 90% of people using garbage disposals put way too much shit in at one time. But this is where it's going to stop up, guys. And this is tubular. It's, it's very susceptible to warpage and sagging. If you dump a pot of hot water in there, these joints, there's so many mechanical joints under a sink when you use these cheap ass pieces of shit. Somebody, if that shit falls, even if you plunge it, sometimes it'll push the fucking goddamn 90 right off the tailpiece. So that's why I don't use these. I use double traps because it's 1.5" discharge from the basket strainer, and it's an 1.5" discharge from the garbage disposal. So I don't restrict the flow. And if you got a 2-inch pipe coming out of the wall, why are you going to restrict it down to 3/4 inch? So to all the handymen out there that, kind of threw me under the bus, just pay attention, guys. I don't do it because it's causing problems. I do it because that's the way to do it. All right? I hope you enjoyed that little rant. Look at that. Look at this. Fuck. Tell me that's a better way to do it, guys. I'm all ears. That little fucking hole right there. Shit, give me a break. Learn your trade, learn your skills there, handyman.